Hello, Captains, and welcome back to more Let's Play Star Trek Online. I am your host, the Doctor/Borg Drone, and I am back to do more Delta Quadrant missions. So in the last mission, we did Reunion, and we found Neelix in an asteroid, and we helped him find a home, and the Malon were there, and we took care of them. Now, in the last mission, I had mentioned that patrols are a thing that's missing in the Delta Quadrant now. They used to be actual missions. Like, you did a mission and then it said, go explore this, and this system. And it was a series of patrols. And it was actually called a mission name. Not in here anymore. It's not like that. In fact, if you go to in progress, or available, I should say, you will see that it's not there. And I don't know if there's a special, like, contact for those things, but I look and I don't see it. Just looking real carefully here. Yeah, I don't see it. Now, the missions that I'm looking for, I actually found a webpage on the Star Trek Online Wiki, going back and looking at what the names of those missions were and what patrols they were attached to. So I actually have a webpage opened in front of me, and I'll put it in the description, that lists what those missions were in the Delta Quadrant and the patrols associated with them. The first mission was called Friends in Unlikely Places. And you'll notice that that's no longer on this thing here, Friends in Unlikely Places. And what Friends in Unlikely Places consisted of was the Argala system, the Jarlath system, the Borg battlefield, and the Ocampan freighter. Some of that stuff I talked about in the last episode, the last mission. All those things are here. The Borg battlefield, Argala system, Jarlath, and then the Ocampan are near the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. That's part of Friends in Unlikely Places. No longer in the game. It's just not a mission now. You can still do the patrols individually, but they're not part of a mission, which I hate that they took that out. It just removes content from the game that's unnecessary for them to do. The next mission after that was called Enemies in All the Usual Places. And it was the Sakari system, Trachea system, Shavola system, and the Sorden system, which are more down here somewhere. Then you had With Friends Like These, which is the Orendal system, Perrin system, Nanbia system, Kendrin, and Ligera system. And then after that was Know Your Enemies, which was Rivos, Brothra, Hodos, and Nular. Then there was the Alliance's storyline episode, which was the Rusin system, Nalus system, Prival system, and Brimmark system. Then there was Better with Friends, which was the Kelsid system, Ramizad system, Fam system, Zal system, and Zykel system. And then the last mission was Taking Care of Enemies, which was the Winety system, Pansarka system, Kinbar system, Takara system, and Garen system. So as you can see, each mission consisted of about 4 patrols. Okay? Now those patrols, again, they're still in the game. You can go to each individual system and just do the patrols. But the point is, they were actual missions in between all the other Delta Quadrant missions. So like right before, or right between Reunion and Revelations, used to sit Friends in Unlikely Places. Right between those. And so before you got to Revelations, you would have to do Friends in Unlikely Places and play those 4 patrols, okay? And it was an actual mission. You completed it, bam, you do the 4 patrols, you're done. I enjoyed that. That was a great part of the gameplay that is now missing in the game. It's like they have removed content, and I don't see the need for that. They should have left it there because that's part of the game. They put it there in the first place. Then they just decided later one day, nah, we'll just strip it out and just leave it to where you can just happen by chance to get in a patrol. If you're new to the game, you wouldn't know that exists or that's even a thing. So Yeah, I digress. I am really kind of upset that they do that. They've done that before. This is not the first time, by the way. Patrols used to be missions in the game, too, way back in the very beginning. Part of the Federation mission. They removed them from there. And I'm just surprised they put all that work into the Delta Quadrant stuff on the expansion, and then later on they go and remove them as missions. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I'm not really sure at what point I'm going to play those patrols. You see, the thing is, they are important to the storyline because they introduce us to new factions, new enemies, and new things out here in the Delta Quadrant. And they actually do make sense with the missions, because as you progress through them, you get to meaner and meaner enemies till finally at the end you're cleaning up all the mess. It's actually a storyline within itself. It's really cool. But it's not there now as part of the missions. So I think what I'll do is I do want to play the patrols, but unless it directs me to go play a certain patrol, I may not until I get to the very end, and then just go through and do like a few videos or several videos. I guess I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because each one is a mission and each one is 4 patrols. I guess I could do 7 videos at the end of the Delta Quadrant doing all the patrols. I suppose I could do that. Or I could mix it up in between and do some missions and then do some patrols and some missions and some patrols. Guys, let me know what you want to see and how you want to see that, because I'm not sure. Do you want me to just wrap it all up at the end and do all the patrols in order at the end of the Delta Quadrant missions here? Or do you want me to kind of mix it up and kind of do them where they used to be placed originally in the storyline? Because if I do that, Friends in Unlikely Places would be next, right between Reunion and Revelations. So let me know how you want to see that, and I'll be looking forward to your feedback and see how you want me to do those patrol missions, because I do want to do them, even though it doesn't want me to. I will still do them. I just don't want to know how you guys want to see it. Okay, well, let's move on to the next mission anyway, since I'm here, I'm in the game, and I need your feedback. So let's record Revelations. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then just let me know if you want to see the first patrol series next, or if you want me to just skip on to all that glitters and keep going through the missions, and then at the end, wrap it up with the patrols. Alright. Revelations. A distress signal from a Federation vessel leads you to the heart of the crisis in the Delta Quadrant.
A Federation starship on a research mission for the Alliance, the USS Callisto, has sent out a general distress signal. Intelligence needs you to find them. If they were preyed upon by one of the more aggressive species here in the Delta Quadrant, we need to know who it was. And if they stumbled onto something one of those species didn't want us to find, well, then it's even more imperative we find that ship and its crew.
Go to the deep space signal located in the Delta Quadrant and answer to the distress call. We're going to get, well, it kind of ruins the story, doesn't it, by telling you what the item is. Vodwar Cluster Torpedo. Now, this is another thing. It says, a distress signal from a Federation vessel leads you to the heart of the crisis. The heart of the crisis. Up to this point, we don't even know there's a crisis. We didn't learn there's a crisis in Mindscape. We didn't learn there's a crisis in Reunion. But all of a sudden, we jump to Revelations and there's a crisis. And that's because of the missing Friends in Unlikely Places storyline. When you do the Argala system, when you do the Jarlath system, when you do the Borg battlefield and the Ocampan freighter, when you do those 4 things right before Revelations, you start to learn that there's a greater enemy out there. And there's this mystery of who is this greater enemy. Okay, you learn that by playing Friends in Unlikely Places, the first 4 patrols. So by taking that out of the storyline, like they have, now it just jumps to Revelations, where all of a sudden you're in the heart of a crisis, and you're like, well, when was that ever mentioned? The point is, it wasn't mentioned. It wasn't mentioned until you played Friends in Unlikely Places, which is no longer part of the storyline. That's what I don't like. See, they've messed up the storyline. They had a great storyline going, and it all flowed and made sense. And then they took that piece out, and the storyline just is abrupt. It just doesn't make sense now. All of a sudden, we're hearing about a crisis we never knew about. It don't make no sense. Come on, Cryptic, you gotta make sense. You can't just rip storylines out of the middle of the story and think that it's all gonna work together. It don't work that way. No point in that. No point in removing the Delta Quadrant patrol missions. No point at all. But they did it, and that makes me upset. I'm sorry, I know I'm ranting about this a lot, but it really is a problem with the game because the storyline could flow so much better, and it used to flow so much better. And then they gone and done messed it up. So there you go. We still got a long way to fly down there, don't we? Let's just transwarp there. I don't want to wait. It's a long enough mission already. I don't want to wait, just fly out there. Let's begin Revelations. Sir, we've arrived at the location of the distress call from the USS Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. There might be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. There's no point in cloaking, because as soon as I start scanning, it'll decloak me. I think. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's the case. No, I guess with the battle cloak it does not. Okay, good. No, it did. I just heard the sound. Yeah, now it decloaks me. No luck, Captain. Sensors aren't reading any life signs in the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. Can we identify who attacked her? Sir, we have an incoming message. It's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
I like this response. Since I'm a Reman, this is Admiral Omega of the RRW Hand of Omega. We normally wouldn't be so quick to respond to a Federation distress signal, but this is a new era of cooperation for us, is it not?
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
I hope the call brings worthy foes. Very Romulan of me, or Reman of me, or whatever of me. Beam over survivor. So 7 of 9. We know her from Voyager.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures.
Voth
ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention, trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
We will not be made into your prisoners.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Nice. Check that out. Took out 2 ships.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Nice. Took out. Oh, there's more.
4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Rear shields failing.
I almost died just then.
4 shields failing. Left shield failing.
Really having to do a lot to stay alive here.
Hull integrity
Almost
below 25%.
dead. But I got him. I got him at 20% health. But there's another one. Crap. At least I got the big
Target
ship.
shields have failed.
12% health.
Alien
I'm
vessel.
literally
You
dead.
have violated a Voth facility and will be.
That was a lot of Voth ships. Ooh, I'm not dead yet. That is a lot of Voth ships. I don't think I can deal with all of that. Luckily, they ran away.
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
That is odd. Sir, we're receiving a distress call from the Turay homeworld. Is this Stargate? Earth? Let's go save the Turay.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Turay homeworld.
Turay.
We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Turay?
The Turay are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Do you think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Turay? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Turay are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
This battle will be glorious. It will show the Turay we are worthy allies. Leave for the Turay system. I like the aggressive stance. That's me. That's my character. He's aggressive. Grr, arg. And now cue the elevator music. There we go. Come on, load.
We have arrived in the Turay system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Turay vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whatever they are, they're packing quite a bunch. So the Voth are fighting an unknown enemy. And, losing, I should say.
Whoever these assailants are, their technology is exceptional. Even the Borg do not have ships such as these.
Defeat incoming attack group. Got a frigate.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Four shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Pretty tough, whatever that little thing is.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Wow. Just one frigate did that to us.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Your defense of the Turay thieves will be your undoing.
The Turay and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Turay's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
They're not even attempting to negotiate. Beam down to the surface, apparently, with all these
The
missiles.
surface of the Turay homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Turay do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
I was just noticing her blinking pattern here. They got some graphical glitches they need to work on. She's got a one eye that blinks and one that doesn't quite blink. And some issues down here too on the graphics. Yeah, they need to fix these bugs. I don't remember those being there the first time I played this. Alright, let's go down. Remember, my bridge officers now have better gear. They have the cool stuff. They're upgraded to Mark 15. So it should be better on ground. Should have a better ground experience. And all my stuff is upgraded too. And yeah, should be good. But I am on advanced difficulty. Don't forget, playing all these missions on advanced difficulty.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
So we get the defense grid back online and give the Turay a fighting chance. Enter defense complex.
There was a firefight here. One of the Turay is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good. We'll help him and maybe he can answer some questions. There's the Turay.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from the Romulan Republic, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
Who are the attackers? We couldn't identify the ships.
The attackers were Vaadwaur. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Ah, the Vaadwaur.
Impossible. It cannot be the Vaadwaur. I would know.
Have you confronted the Vaadwaur previously?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vaadwaur, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vaadwaur used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine.
Meh.
I am responsible.
Let's form a plan
My
of
analysis
action.
remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
Alright, now we just have to destroy everything. Yeah, I'm pretty powerful on ground, even though I'm playing on advanced difficulty. Pretty nice. There's an explosive drone. One of my bridge officers has that. I also have the Echo Papa. Let's bring all
I blame myself for the Vaadwaur's
all
return.
those goodies out.
It was a door best left unopened.
I've also got the mine here, which is very useful.
Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
And of course my invulnerability shield, thanks to the Nakul set that my bridge officers have. Really helps a lot, actually. Okay, I remember this puzzle, and I hate this puzzle.
Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node. First, you must access the AI subroutines.
AI.
Next, you must charge the capacitor.
Charge.
Finally, you must align
Main. AI charge main. AI. Charge. And what? Main? Align main relay. That's it. There we go. Got it.
Uplink established.
Got to do 3 more of those.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Okay, now we've got this one. See what we need to do. Gotta wait for the red alert to go away.
Analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order. First, you must reboot the core.
Reboot.
Next, you must
Charge.
finally you must establish the
Satellite. Reboot charge satellite. Reboot. Charge satellite. Charge. And then satellite. That should do that one.
defense node online.
Okay, moving on. Nice. Let's get to the third one over here and get it done.
Personal shield losing power.
That and a cool ground ability is so useful. I mean, so very useful. I love this invulnerability shield.
Whatever
thing.
happens here, we must.
I have
inform
completed
our
my
superiors
analysis.
about
First,
the
you must
Vadwar
access
threat.
the
Next, you must update the defense.
defense.
Finally, you must.
Satellite. AI. Defense. Satellite. AI. Then defense. And then satellite. And satellite. There we go. That should do the third one.
Uplink reinitialized.
And now we just have one more.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
No problemo. No problemo. Just tearing through the Vaadwaur. I'm in advanced difficulty, and I'm tearing through him that much.
We had to ally
Pretty
ourselves
crazy.
with the Turay to escape the Vaadwaur. My analysis of this node is first, you must launch the next, you must reinitialize
Kinetic.
finally, you must
Main, startup, kinetic, main, startup, kinetic, main. Startup. Then kinetic. Then main. Kinetic, kinetic. And then main. And that should do the fourth one.
connection reestablished.
Activate the grid.
Romulan, I need assistance at the central tower.
I like how he just calls me Romulan. Actually, I'm Reman, though, so they're close, but they're not 100%. I give him an A for effort. Well, maybe a B for effort. But it's not 100% because I'm not Romulan.
When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Vaadwaur was statistically insignificant.
But I could understand the misconception. You know, I'm from another part of the galaxy. They've never seen Romulans and Remans. They'll probably just call me all the same. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwaur hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
Well, we need to hold them off then. Okay, this is where we just have to hold
the
down
Turay
the
took
fort.
control of underspace after the Vaadwaur were defeated. Clearly, the Vaadwaur object.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Vaadwaur reinforcements approaching.
Personal shield losing power.
Need to call in some backup here. I can't heal the soldiers or Bellis because I'm getting attacked all over the place.
The Vaadwaur are relentless. The probability of our survival is slim.
Wow, way to give up, 7.
Enemy target.
The Vaadwaur are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
Personal shield losing power.
There are a lot of them.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Cutscene. I was trying to heal everybody.
We can't keep this up forever!
Personal shield losing
What is
power.
that?
My shield. Oh, it's the Voth. They can help too.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh, I'm dead. Holy crap. I was sitting here trying to heal the soldiers, and, well, I died. That's not good. Gonna have to respawn. See if we can help Bellas back to his feet. At least the Voth are here.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, that helped. Collect some of these goodies here. Heal people.
When we first rescued the Vaadwaur, we thought we could be allies.
Ooh, look at all these goodies. Says defeat final wave. I'm like waiting for that wave. I think it's... oh, it's over there. The wave is waiting for me, apparently. They're just literally sitting there. Okay, well, hold on. Let me collect all this loot. You can wait, final wave. Loot is more important than you. Now, let's hit him with one of these suckers.
Personal shield losing power.
I think we dealt with them. I think we did. I think the final wave is no more final. Or is it a wave? Sir, I'm receiving a message from the Hand of Omega. The Vaadwaur are retreating to underspace. Even with their defense grid online, the Turay couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaadwaur do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Hey, your other fleet got destroyed. Really? I seem to remember the Vaadwaur tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Turay. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
No, we did. Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I don't apologize. I am the one who fixed it. Sir, the Voyager has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam down to your position. Alright, well, let's talk to Tuvok.
Seven of 9.
Admiral?
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault! Your ship invaded the Voth outpost! You woke the Vaadwaur!
Vaadwaur. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong! The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well.
Okay.
We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. I win. Oh, she's still here. 7 of 9 has safely arrived on Voyager, and the Vaadwaur threat on the ground here is over. The Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with any remaining hostiles. We're cleared to return to the Hand of Omega. Okie dokie. I think we're done here.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Turay. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I agree.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Until next time, and you should get that eye checked. Just saying. We're cleared to depart as soon as you're ready. Leave the system. That was a cool episode, or mission, but kind of came out of nowhere since we just learned all of a sudden there's a threat.
I've read Admiral Janeway's mission logs from Voyager. It would be troublesome enough to have the Vaadwaur return in force. They're an aggressive and difficult species, but if they have technology and forces that can defeat the Voth, this does not bode well.
Yep, they could be dangerous. Collect reward. Okay, we got all that. So the Vaadwaur, that's the big enemy here in the Delta Quadrant to deal with now. The Vaadwaur. So that's going to be very interesting. Moving forward, I don't have any permanent damage, so that's good. I was worried about that. My ship is also fine. Good. It's ready for more missions. And the next mission is actually all that glitters. So, again, yeah, let me know here how you want me to do this with the Delta Quadrant Patrol missions. Do you want me to play them in the order and position that they used to be in the game between certain missions? I'll have to look back and see what missions they were between. Or do you want me to just wait until I finish all the Delta Quadrant missions and then do all of the patrols in order as like a series? Let me know how you want me to play that, because yeah, that could go either way there. Alright, well, thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one.